Diplôme de compétences en langue. Code AG 11 13 14. Session du mercredi 27 novembre 2013.
Gardening provided a fresh start and new beginning for several detainees at the Cook County Jail. With a new greenhouse and flourishing crops, the inmates were able to participate in the annual Harvest Festival and graduation ceremony. Behind the jail gates lies a 14,000 square foot garden full of fresh foods and beautiful flowers. The inmate garden crew learned new skills every day while enjoying the fresh air and liveliness of the garden.
It's very educational. I was shocked. I was really shocked. I never knew that you could do all this and have a really good time to eat.
For some of the inmates, the garden became a safe haven, a place where they can work and reflect on their lives.
There's a lot of places I can go now and use what I've learned here that I never thought I'd be able to do after getting out of jail for 4 months, to be honest. So I thank you for that. This garden, it's just a God-given solace in the middle of a lot of turmoil, and it helps us just calm down, center ourselves, think about mistakes we've made and choices we still have to make. And for that, I couldn't have hoped for anything more while I was in here.
I came for a bad reason, but I turned that negative to a positive. So.
As they watched their plants grow, they watched themselves grow. The detainees who completed the gardening program received a Master Gardener Certificate from the University of Illinois, with hopes that they can have a better and prosperous future when they leave. 2 of Chef Charlie Trotter's restaurants have helped take this program to the next level by purchasing the foods harvested by the inmates.
At HMP Alt Course near Liverpool, David Norburn has set up his engineering factory inside the prison.
I can go and talk to the inmates and I get the kind of response I would do if I was talking to any other shop floor employee. And I find it quite exciting that the people are very interested in what I've got to say about what they're making, why they're making it, and who they're making it for.
The guys we have who are working over 40 hours a week have to work very hard in that time. They have to work to deadlines, they have to work to targets, and we have to meet quotas and deadlines for commercial organisations working with us.
Every time you give a prisoner trust and responsibility, in my opinion, they respond magnificently, and that's what they're currently doing in our workshops.
And that's what they're doing in HMP Wolds in the East Riding of Yorkshire. Summit Media started life as a company within the prison, providing internet services for the retail trade. 10 years later, and it's a global company with a turnover in excess of £30 million a year.
And that business started with 3 of us, two guys, a plumber and a joiner, and myself in a small porter cabin, and it now has over 25 staff working at the Wolds. We've had over 450 people come through Summit, many of who are now employed and paying tax.
Lyndon Bestow is just one of a number of ex-prisoners now working for Summit Media.
Summit's kind of changed my life in that it's a lot more positive. I've got a career path now, and it's given me drive to go places.
Getting people back on track and living their lives in a constructive and a law-abiding way on release is what we're all about. That's the purpose of what we do. And every aspect of our regime is designed to underpin that.
We know of less than 20 people out of that 450 who have reoffended.
What we like to do is to work with businesses and see how we can incorporate their business needs and their business model into our prison.
This business has been built by guys in the prison. Forget the bars and the barbed wire. There is an amazing opportunity for many businesses to investigate how they access an incredible talent pool that happens to be within a prison.
There is a wealth of untapped talent and a variety of skills within every prison. It's simply a matter of identifying it. The skills and facilities within a prison can accommodate practically any type of business and contribute to its success. Ultimately, it's what happens on release that counts.
The feedback we've had from the businesses that we've engaged with so far has been really positive. They like the fact that they can come to the prison prior to a prisoner's release to get to know the individual, to go through a full employment and screening process with them, and make a rounded decision about whether that's somebody they want to work with. And then when the individual is released, they're properly supported for the first 6 months of their time with that company.
Many guys at Summit essentially leave the prison on a Friday, and on the Monday they're at work back at Summit, but in our normal office as a civilian member of staff, and that happens time and time again, and really that's the kind of model that we want.